Hello, everyone. By the time you're seeing this, it's been a little over a week since Part 3, and I do apologize that you've had to wait so long for the conclusion. If you saw my post in the Discord, you already know what's up. But if all you saw was the YouTube community update, I didn't really specify a reason for the delay. Well, here it is. The day after recording this part, I put all the files into Vegas to start editing, and discovered the scariest thing this game had yet thrown at me. For whatever reason, OBS had not recorded any of the game audio. This is very weird because I've always been paranoid about this very thing, so I checked the recording multiple times during the course of each video. I could swear I was seeing levels on the game track, but whatever. So at this point, I had a few choices. My first thought was to play it again, but a big part of this series is honesty of reactions and authenticity. And besides, I don't know if I even could given the game's save system. The next option was to just bite the bullet and upload it as is, with no game audio and only my commentary. The problem is, this is a very deeply atmospheric game. So much of what makes it what it is its sound design. Which only left the third option. And so, what I have done for this past week is download the soundtrack, download several no commentary playthroughs, rip the audio, and piece by piece, sound effect by sound effect, gunshot by gunshot, enemy by enemy, noise by noise, reconstructed every last bit of the audio by hand. Enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back for what I suspect will be the final part of Lost in Vivo. And I have developed such a respect for this developer over the course of this game. Not only for how the scares are so uniquely handled, I mean, I'm going to talk about that last scare at the end of the last part in a minute, but also for how it handles the themes and the topics that we're presented with, and how it does so through its gameplay in a lot of ways, rather than just enforcing how you're supposed to feel about certain things. I especially want to address the looping hallways segment from Part 2. That is such a uniquely designed segment in that it allows the player to approach it and get through that part in such a way that serves not only as a puzzle, but as a reflection of the player's own thoughts. And it does so entirely through its gameplay, and that's something that so few games would be able to plan out and get right. I'm also going to take this moment to respond to a couple of your comments, because I recorded parts 2 and 3 on the same night, so never got to hear some of what you had to say. Mainly that the shotgun is a lie. Now, intuitively, you would think that a shotgun would be more powerful than the pistol. It's the second gun that you pick up, after all, and it's a shotgun. However, if I go into the inventory and actually read the description, the Ruger is it's a .22 caliber pistol. The shotgun is a riot shotgun that fires rock salt rounds, so it actually does less damage to most enemies than the pistol, which I would have known if I had actually read the description. However, and this is something that I wouldn't have noticed, it fires rock salt. So what does that mean? Salt is more effective against ghost-type enemies. Which is a very nice piece of somewhat intuitive design, but something that you probably wouldn't think would actually work. That's, of course, very lore-consistent, because, as any seasoned ghost hunter knows, ghosts have high blood pressure, and have to avoid having too much sodium in their diet, which is why they'll flee at the sight of rock salt. And this is actually kind of reminding me of the meat lockers towards the end of the prison segment in Silent Hill 3, or Silent Hill 2, rather. I haven't played Silent Hill 3 yet. I can't do numbers. Open. Retinal scan failed. Now, you weren't there a moment ago. Are you the thing? Are you Piccinini's pet? Now, if you'll recall, the document said that this thing only moves when unobserved, if I'm correct about what this is. And I think I am, because I don't think this was here when I entered the room. So we're gonna back away slowly and treat it like a weeping angel, or SCP-173, whichever you prefer. Only problem is, this is an open space with irregular exits. How will I know when... There's another opening over there, so it could have come and gotten me from behind if I broke contact. If I broke eye contact moving only this way. You did that right in front of me. Are there going to be bugs here? Because there is no time for bugs here. By the way, I suppose I should also mention that some of you told me that situation with the corpse was actually not a bug. It's only meant to look like a bug. It's an excellent use of fourth wall breakage that really scared me. Because it made the scare that it culminated in all the more effective. Because I didn't think it was something that even could happen. I'm sitting here trying to narrate and also figure out how I'm meant to maneuver out of this situation because, as we established, I can't turn my back. Now, I realized that... this is something I didn't realize until I was editing Part 3. I picked up that corpse assuming that I was going to use it for the retinal scan, but I was actually being kind of a big dum-dum. Because, okay, so these plastic flaps do actually obstruct line of sight, even though I can kind of partially see through them. I was being a big dum-dum because that corpse didn't even have eyes. How was I going to activate the retinal scan? Okay. This is going to be very difficult. I believe doors will notify me that I can open them on the bottom of the screen, even if I'm not facing them. So now I know why it works that way. But I don't want to turn my back for too long. I don't think it has any other way to come at me than just from right here. But, okay, here's another save room. I'm in this room. Can it be right outside the door as soon as I get out? Also, I can't help but notice that this save is only 2 rooms away from the first one. I'm going to take a moment to predict a scare right here, knowing this developer. I save right here, get outside, and it's right there, and insta-kills me. Leading me to freak out a few times, knowing that my save is right here. So if it's right up against the door, I'll have no way out, and it'll force me to repeat that death loop a few times before finally allowing me to move on. Right? That's my prediction. That sounds like something this developer would do. No, okay. Maybe I'm a little bit more evil. By just a hair. Now, is there anything here? Oh, I have to back up through an open doorway. I can sprint a little bit in reverse, but I can't go too fast. Now, it is very possible that I might be able to corner myself. So I want to take this very slow, and I always have to assume that it's just out of view. Okay, so there's another out on my right, and one in the middle of the room on my left. That's what I'm going to try to head for first. There's all these winding hallways in the warehouse. This might get difficult depending on how I play this. There it is. And I'm just going to go ahead and assume that I can't kill you. What does this have to do with research into rats? How do you get this thing from rats? And furthermore, how do you get that big tank with the deformed rat all giant and swimming around in it? And furthermore, I don't even know to what extent I can take the events of this game literally. I know that I'm a person in therapy, but am I really looking for my dog? Is any of this actually happening? I just don't know. Now, some of you told me, and I'm going to address this at this moment because the moment has passed, and I completely missed a lot of it because I didn't realize that I had certain options. I am not, as I expected, the girl who threw herself in front of the train because of her body weight issues. I'm just a person who is maybe in a similar situation, and because of the choices that I made in that segment, she appeared at the end to save me from the train. That was the apparition that we saw in front of it, stopping the train, was her. Brings us closer to the exit because... I'm dead. It's so hard to talk and figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, but also it came out of nowhere. I think it might have come from the leftmost door, which is actually quite a problem because I can't watch both ways at once. It had a whole labyrinth of boxes to be able to move through, which is a lot of area for it to move unimpeded. But anyway, that image on the left resolved into a more realistic and ultimately fine image. Oh, the rats have come to feast on me. And take my eyes. This is a very long death screen. Is this supposed to happen? Ow, yes. There goes my left eye. You gonna take my right one next? We're still in this death screen. Is this gonna... And I can still whistle just fine. Is this gonna happen every time I die? Because if so, that's gonna be quite irritating. Ah, and as we see here, the game over screen has lost its eye as well. Which makes me wonder if on reload, maybe something will be different. No. Okay, well, I'm grateful. Oh, we didn't go back to that other save room. Actually, that kind of makes me wonder, did I even save? I don't actually remember if I saved at that last part. Now, if we come over here, yep, there's Mr. Ghost, and oh, I just realized you're pointing straight forward. Oh, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But anyway, if I can ever get a moment to calm down... Taking the left route is the more agonizing route, because the right image is a cartoon while the left is a photograph, and so it represents kind of a more realistic image of self that allows you to... that is what allows you to move on in the end. Now, in the part after that, you can eat the apple, which is what I did, or you can purge into the toilet, which I did not notice that you could do. Now, because I never did, that represented, I guess, me getting over my body weight issues, which is what helped me to get the better ending of that segment. Now, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't. Would I have gotten hit by the train? Would that have been one of the endings right there? Or would I be playing an alternate version of the game right now? I don't know. Furthermore, in the end, we had the option to take, leave, or kill the baby. And I thought about shooting it, but I figured, you know, shooting babies is probably bad. Probably not good for one's mental health, even if it is an unwanted pregnancy, so in the end I took it with me. It did not occur to me that I could maybe leave it, that I could progress without it, but that was also an option. In the end, though, it seems that I figured it out, and even if accidentally, got the best possible outcome. This game does reward choices, and it rewards... See, it's just going in front of me. Is that a bug? Because if so, that's going to be a serious problem. That's the second time I've seen it appear in front of me. I wonder if maybe there's something I can do to make this part easier. See, what am I meant to do? Am I meant to look around more? Okay, now I'm in the right spot, so I must have forgotten to save the first time. To be honest, I found mechanics like this really cool in like 2012, but they've kind of started to wear on me. I've never really been good at playing through segments like this. See, now as soon as I travel through this door, as soon as it leaves my sight, it can come from around and get me from over there. Which is why I have to hug this wall and try to keep both of these doors in my sight. Now the question is, if I were to be a little bit of a cheaty guy and raise my FOV for this segment, would that help me? Examine nothing. Well, I don't even know what I examined just now, because I have to be on the lookout for Mr. Murder Ghost. No, I can't get through this way. So what am I looking for? As I was saying before, this game does reward choices. For example, I had the option, after we lost our dog for the second time, I had the option of moving forward through that doorway that I had opened, but my dog had gone down the drain. And the fact that I was getting a different message every time I tried to climb down the drain and failing, what tipped me off was the fact that it said, I don't want to. First it said I can't, then it said I don't want to. Which led me to be persistent, and in the end it paid off, and I was able to climb down the drain in pursuit of the dog. I have a feeling that that's going to help me out in the end. Okay, hi. You keep doing this. You can't keep doing this. Yep, I don't know what you want me to do. Alright, no longer scary. I'm just kind of irritated now. This time let's try heading this way. Now, as we know, yes, you can appear behind the plastic. That does count as an obstructed line of sight. Now, what is this thing over here? The problem is, if I need to use something, I can't even look at what it is, so I might miss something because of that. I could have sworn I saw something over here. What was it? Hi. No, not you. You're not what I'm looking for. I could have sworn I saw like a table with something on it over here. Yep, this is just obstructed sightlines, the room, the movie. Nothing. Am I supposed to be searching these gore sacks? Hi! Hey there, you trying to do a sneaky deek? I know you teleport. I know it's not a red light, green light scenario because I've seen you teleport. Which causes me a problem because I can't look around because I don't know how long it takes you to cover a given distance. You can teleport behind me. You can teleport behind me regardless of what's actually around. That's totally fair. Hi. This room was not laid out this way before. Is it going to change the layout of the room on top of I can't look at where I'm going, on top of this guy can teleport behind me? Because if so, I find that quite unfair. Now, I have noticed I can sort of tell where he is because he gives off a very faint, sort of staticky noise. Missing left eye picked up. Okay, my deaths are canon, friends. So now I need to make my way back to the retinal scanner. Of course, you're just going to come all the way around, aren't you? I can hear the static on my left. Yep, there you are. But now where do I go? What? Come on! It was over there! That means it can teleport behind me? What do you want me to do about that? There's nothing I can do. Do I still have the missing left eye in my inventory? No, I don't. I have to go back and get it again. Missing left eye picked up. Okay, so it's going to alternate rooms. That sound is actually more useful to me than trying to keep my eye on him on my own. Okay. Now we have the missing left eye. Let's get in the save room. Save. Do I have it in my inventory? Yes, missing left eye. Someone's missing left eye. It still has bits of the optic nerve and muscle tissue stuck to it. Alright, let's go get it done. Hi. Are these more hallucinations as a result of that SCP tape we watched in the other part? Okay, so you have an eye now. This is not how I left it. This is not how I left this place. According to the sound, he's somewhere over here. No, now according to the sound, he's over here. There you are. You're looking mighty freaky these days. And I don't like how the eye seems to follow me. Nope, I see it moving. I see it moving. You can see me now. As to whether that actually makes any difference for me, I don't know yet, but... Where's that door? Open. Finally! There better be a save room in here, or at least very soon. Good God, that was just annoying. Now let me guess, you're going to be right in here with me. See, that's the thing. When something is... It's a real tightrope to walk in horror games, because you want things to not be too easy, because if something is too easy, eventually there's just no danger, and you realize that there's no danger, and you stop worrying, you stop being scared. But when something is too hard, you die over and over and over again. It just becomes irritating, and it loops back around, and you're just not scared anymore. Which is why I'm actually really glad it's giving me... Wait, Lost in Vivo. That's the end? That's the end? Wait, I didn't find my dog. A game by Akuma Kira. Wait, wait. It does not feel like we reached any kind of conclusion there. That can't really be it. "3D art by Satyrus." That was the name of the, teleporting guy. It says Textures and Lightings by GL Labs. Wasn't that the place from Spooky's House of Jump Scares? Motion capture by me. That's pretty funny. And you know what? I don't really believe it's over yet. Blood by... That's somebody on my Steam friends list. Nope. Yep, I was right. I knew it was fake. I knew! I'm throwing up all kinds of bugs. The time is late. I knew it. I knew this developer couldn't resist breaking the fourth wall one more time. Savior of rats. Satyrus. Come on, put me back down. I am ready to blow the brains out of some ghosts. I can't raise their blood pressure because I'm all out of rock salt. The need for eyes. Is an unquenchable hunger. I knew we weren't done yet. I knew it because I know this developer. Let's go. What have we got for us? I'm not leaving without my dog. Oh, more rock salt. Let's go ahead and load up our ghost shotgun. By the way, since the Spire's rock salt, that is what this is. I'm dubbing it the ghost shotgun. Oh, I should have known from the fact that we never picked up a tape number 4. Okay. Okie dokie dokie. Now right here is another save room. Very, very nice use of fourth wall breakage. Even with the Unity, you told me in the comments, because it was so convincing, it actually created fake Unity errors, specifically to unnerve me in the section with the corpse. Such an incredible place for that to culminate in. And it especially helped that that corpse, unlike a lot of games, actually looked like a rotten corpse. It was actually very scary to look at. And just staring at me with its eyeless sockets from the end of the hall. Really something else. If the power goes out on the tracks, you have to reboot the whole system. It's the note from the breaker boxes before. Here's a map. Oh wow, it's like a whole big thing. What is all this? I'm super curious to see where this is going. Stuck. Rusted shut. Open. It seems we're back in the sewers. We're in sewers. We just read the note from the subway station. It's almost like we're working backwards now, but what does it mean? Here it is, the last tape, tape number 4. And a bunch of cups stolen from Joe's apartment. This whole time, I haven't even been able to speculate on what's actually going on here. I mean, of course, there's been recurring themes of mental illness and eating disorders, but beyond that, I just haven't been able to even speculate on what is actually supposed to be going on here. I mean, is it going to be like Cry of Fear, where I'm writing this all down as fiction? Is it going to be like other games where... Yep, there you are again. I've kind of been wondering, because I did have the option of killing the baby on the changing table in the subway, if maybe it's possible to actually kill it and make a bad choice in the save rooms. Like, say if I entered the save room and were jump scared by it, could I reflexively shoot it and cause a problem? Alright, let's play tape number 4. I'm just so curious to know what all of this means. need to sleep. Okay. Locked. It's like a hotel lobby of some kind. I don't think anyone's coming. Now I have choices, upstairs or down. Locked. I don't have a flashlight, but this is by far... Oh, I appear as a shadow. That shadow actually looks very familiar, but I can't place where in the game we've seen something similar. This is by far the least distorted of the tapes we've looked at so far. Unfortunately, I forgot to check the tape for a name. Oh, it's covered in bugs. Okay. Well, not this room. Although it's not that different from several motels I've stayed at. Am I just meant to wander the halls looking for a room? Something is sleeping here. I'm a little disturbed by your use of something rather than someone. And what is all this? It's like an IV bag? And some gore in the sink. In the tub. Okay, I can't do anything with it. Which, actually, if you'll recall, in the clinic tape, there was also seemingly references to what I interpreted as possibly medical anxiety. Just a normal dryer. There's actually quite a lot to explore here. These hallways are quite expansive. It's almost like the sounds of a muffled, distorted argument on the other side of the door. It's strange that the place almost feels occupied yet abandoned at the same time. I didn't get a chance to read what that said. Is that the head of Medusa or something? What am I watching? It looks like an old movie. The Arch... Oh, it's... The Arch Traitor. Oh, it's glowing too much. I wasn't able to read it. I can't sleep here. The bed is coated in soot. Hello. The poets climb down the shaggy sides of the monster Lucifer. I really hope I didn't get that wrong, but I feel like... Am I supposed to watch this? I'll just check the bathroom. I'll get a move on for the sake of the Let's Play. Candles. Which appear as blue in the mirror. Is there like some kind of ritual going on here? The bed's covered in soot. It's playing like... That's the image. That's the image that's on the doors. The monument to Dante at Trento, Italy. Dante is in Dante's Inferno? The Divine Comedy? The end. And then I suppose it loops. I don't know what I was supposed to get from that. I can't sleep here, it's covered in soot. See, the thing is, normally when I play a game, and this part is barred off. Normally when I play a game, I try to speculate about what's going to happen and where it's leading me to. But here, it's given me so little in the way of concrete information that I just can't do that. And so I'm kind of forced to take things as they come at me and give only vague interpretations, which isn't really all that useful. Someone has poured gas all over this. Guess now I have to head upstairs. All I can do is somebody is holding it shut. So that's another thing. This game manages to get a few of its scares out only through the flavor text. Like, of course, it's very common in games to walk up to a door and press a button and have it say it's locked. But here, something is holding it shut. It's not real, which was one that appeared in the previous episode. And in doing so, it really creates an identity of its own for the game. And it just makes it's just a way of making all the little things that have to be present anyway leave that much more of an impression. Now it looks like there's a little bit of a glow coming through this door. I imagine that's where I'm supposed to end up. Hello, moose. Moose are so cool. Seriously, that's just a random fact about me. I find moose really cool. This bed looks just right. Anything I should see in the bathroom? We'll come back to that later. It's soaked with tar. I can just barely catch a glimpse of what looks like maybe moonlight out the window. But I have nowhere to go but to progress down this hall. Oh, it's another one of these. It's a nightmare. I can see that. Now what's going to be waiting for me on my way back? Okay, it's a nightmare. What do I do? But, you know, I really do appreciate the way a lot of these tapes have followed dream logic. They keep giving you this task, this bizarre task that only makes sense in the context of the dream itself, and you're never quite able to complete that task. I've had many, many dreams like that. Just a normal dryer. Maybe I can take some of these dirty sheets and wash them and dry them, since that seems to be the problem for so many of them. I'm so confused as to how to progress, though. Something is sleeping here. Yeah, I feel like I've checked every door. I don't know what else I can do. Here's the Satan room again, only now I can't sleep here. Oh, maybe this... Yeah, this is the sickbed, but now the TV's off. Has something changed? This bed looks clean. Was this here before? I could sleep here. Was this here before, or have I just somehow not come down this way? I don't want to walk away because I'm afraid of losing it. Right across from the laundry room. I know I've been here before. Okay, well, I suppose I have no choice. This bed looks clean. Try to sleep? Yes. Oh. It's not clean anymore. It's covered in bugs, yes. And where do I go? Do I just keep trying different beds until something works for me? Now, I'm not a plumber or an electrician, but I don't think the dryer is supposed to do that. Here, let me try and fix it. Something is in there. Yeah, clearly. That looks almost like a dog. Oh, please tell me that's not where this is going. Please tell me that's not where this is going. Okay, I guess I have no choice but to once again start looking around. Nothing through these bars, but it almost looks like that Unless I was looking at a different set of bars, it almost looks like the door in the wall has come closer to the bars. I could have sworn they were further back before. This door's been broken off its hinges. This wasn't like this before. I'm just going to take a quick look around to see if anything else is different. This door I don't even have the option of trying to open. Okay, let's try the door that's been broken off its hinges. Now, this bed looks clean, but I certainly wouldn't want to spend my night in a rundown hotel like this with the door wide open. This bed looks clean. I could sleep here. I hope I'm not making a bad choice by choosing to sleep in these beds, but I just don't see any other way to progress. And once again, it's filthy. Yeah, it's more than filthy. It's like I'm decomposing in my sleep. I have to say, of all the tape segments so far, this is my favorite. This is so creepy and unnerving and dreamlike. It is such a fantastic emulation of a dream because it almost has an objective like one that you might have in a dream. It's where you're given some completely unsensible task, but you have the single-minded goal of pursuing it, and you just can't get it done. All I have is the single-minded desire to get some sleep, and I can't. Something is in there. It looks like a dog. I really, really hope this isn't moving in the direction that I killed my dog. Here's another one of those things. Let me sleep. I can't sleep here. The candles have burned out. Can I turn off the TV for you? No. Sorry, I don't think I'll be able to help you with this. But the bars are gone. I can come through this door now. What are you? There's no bed in this room. This chair looks clean. I could sleep here. I don't know. Your back and neck might be a little bit sore in the morning. And you'd be sitting here staring at the door and that thing. If that's not a recipe for anxiety, I don't know what is. What am I gonna see when my eyes open? Ugh. I think it should become clear at this point that I'm the problem. Disgusting. No, it said something else. It said something else. I'm gonna have to freeze frame that in editing. It said something else for a brief moment as I turned around to examine it. I saw your body is something. Ugh. Maybe I am decomposing. This cloud of bugs just follows me wherever I go. Maybe I am supposed to be decomposing. Save me! It smells of death. I'm not decomposing for the bugs. I am a bug. Okay, where am I going? following with the theme of this so perfectly emulating a dream, it's like whichever element you try to focus on exaggerates itself and slowly takes over the dream as you progress. Ah! What was that? What's happening? What's happening? Ring? Ring, ring, ring? Can I get some assistance, please? Well, that was that. That was such a deeply disturbing experience, but very well crafted. Now, something that I really appreciate about this game is that you can go a long time in this game, I mean a very long time, without actually seeing any combat or enemies. Every time we've seen enemies, they've been there in order to serve a purpose. It doesn't consider the combat central to the gameplay. It's there to enhance the gameplay, to add a sense of danger, and even to get across certain elements of the story. It's not just there to be like, okay, it's been however long, we need some excitement. Now, I'm going to take this moment to take a look in my inventory and see what Lost Tape number 4's description is. It smells awful, and the plastic is covered in a thin, sticky substance. The word hotel has been stuck to it with a stiff red tape. Let's get a move on. Now this right here, I believe, is where we found the tape. So, how do we progress beyond this point? We probably have to go this way, right? Now, two of these are open. And there's a hallway on my left, so let's check the map. They seem to go to the same place. But I'm going to run through the both of them anyway, just to make sure I didn't miss something. Yeah, this tunnel doesn't go all the way through. Which kind of leads me to believe, okay, whenever you see something that is redundant, such as these hallways, you have to ask yourself, why? Why would the developer put something like this here? Here we have two parallel tunnels, one of which ends in a grate, while the other allows you to go all the way through. Why might a developer do something like that? My thinking is because at some point I'm going to have to run back through here, and I might corner myself making the wrong choice about one of these tunnels. So I have to remember that the one farther down is the one that I can run through. Spooky Stories for Kids, Volume 1. Once, there lived a nasty old man in a nasty old house. The nasty old man wouldn't go outside. The nasty old man wouldn't play. He sat in his tub and soaked in the water all day. Just him and his music, enjoying the water, even though it was nasty and green. He soaked all day and every night, but he never tried to get clean. But one day, the old man couldn't find his music. His radio was all filled with static. He twisted and turned and tried all the stations, and things got a little dramatic. His radio fell down into the water, and he missed the off switch. And the story goes that if you visit his house, his nasty old corpse will still twitch. Now I get that that's supposed to be disturbing and that it's obviously too much for kids, but a lot of old nursery rhymes are not so different in the gruesomeness department. That appears to be some...
What are you hoping to accomplish?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Without me, you're just hollow.
Yeah.
You're pathetic. You need fear to motivate you.
Say that again. Actually, you know what? Let's make this slow. Did it? I kind of thought there might be some goodies inside of him. Hello, cutscene. Are you... I think that's the ghost that I saw on the subway train earlier. Oh my god! Oh! Run, 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 run! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Run. I shouldn't be looking back. I shouldn't be looking back. Run, 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 run. Oh my god, that was truly, truly terrifying! No, 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 no. No! Okay, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Did I make a bad choice? You know what? Maybe I can loop back around. Maybe I can loop back around and go back where it came in. Let's try it. I can't think of anything else to try, so we might as well. And be ready to go down shooting just in case. Hi. Well, that's not good. That's less than ideal. Not gonna lie. Come get me. Come get me. Oh. You're not instant death. You're just another enemy. Okay, well... I'm not really sure what to do then, to be honest. That's still blocked. These are still blocked. So, where am I meant to go? Ugh. Get down into the water. Nope, can't break you down. Nope. You seem to be faster now, too. Where am I going? What am I meant to do? Are you a ghost? Can I blow you away with my rock salt shotgun? I'm so confused about what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm just trapped in this space with this thing, but it's not really gonna kill me unless I let it seems. Now, it made a noise when I shot it just now. Maybe I can actually kill it? Maybe I can. It's making different noises. Maybe I can kill this thing. Wait, maybe I can... I bet I can... Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Okay, I think I see what to do. I just wasted a ton of shotgun ammo then, but I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Okay, I'm going to lead it all the way back, because I want the biggest lead I can possibly get to make sure there's no time for screw-ups. Come on, come get me. Come on. There you are. Right this way, sucker. Right this way. The nursery rhyme is a hint. Smile! Well, that didn't work how I wanted. I guess I was supposed to throw it in advance. I thought it would instantly deploy, but it didn't. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. And that is when your stomach insults you verbally. You should never smash it with a sledgehammer. Advice for life. I wasted an awful lot of shotgun ammo, because it was making loud noises when I hit it, and I thought I could see blood coming off of it. Oh, but you're still there. What do I do with you? Maybe I can go back the way I came this time. Maybe that door will be unbricked again. Yep, there it is. Switch back to my Ruger because that's the thing I have the most ammo for, and I want to be ready for anything. Ah, the door across from me is open now. This is going to be the hall where I confront my demons, isn't it? This is probably going to be something of a long part, but at this point I'm in it to win it. I'm here until the end, no matter how long it takes. Actually, my GoPro feels very hot, so I'm going to take a break at this moment. One moment, please. Just going to give it a moment to cool off. Alright, break time's over. What's that noise? It's like rising and falling. Hopefully there's not something moving around in here with me. Spooky Stories for Kids, Volume 2. Once there lived a nice man with his nice old dog. The nice man was content. Just him and his dog, watching the years pass by. His house was old and deep in the woods, with a little blue patch of sky. One night, the nice man was walking his dog, as was his nightly habit. But then the dog got out of his leash to quickly chase after a rabbit. Noticing some parallels in the situation here, the night sky was dark, just barely lit, so the nice man was filled with worry. But then the old dog yelped and ran inside, as if it was in a hurry. The nice old man went inside and locked up, his worries for now put to bed. But then, out of the window, he saw his old dog, but its skin had been shed. What do I do then? Of course, that'll be some kind of hint, but what does it mean? Hi. You got anything else to say to me?
Do you think you're getting better? Does doing this even have a purpose?
Probably not, but you're squishy and that's satisfying. I can't even turn my head, I can only look forward, or walk backward. But not too far. Okay, forward it is. Press space to bark. I'm the dog! I can't look with the mouse, but I can turn left and right with the keyboard. Okay, where am I going? Find my owner. Yes, this way. Where you at? I'm coming. I'm a-coming. Oh, this is such an interesting twist. I hope this is real. And I hope I'm not being led into a trap. Look at the way I bounce when I walk. Just a little doggo bouncing on my beans. I think we've made it. This actually, this is the same tunnel where we entered in the beginning, I think. I think it is. Also, I feel like I'm a little bit tall for a dog right now. Yes. It is. This is the same place from the beginning. That sounds close. I really hope I'm not being led into a trap, and I even more hope that this doesn't end badly. Because if you'll recall, going far enough down this route leads us to where that old man was, the homeless man. And I gotta say, it's really creating some tension how slowly I have to turn to see around whatever corner I just took. I think this is where it happened. Yes, this was the lair of the homeless guy. But wait, no, it looks a little different now. What's happening? Something is beating on the door. Hang on. Something is beating on the door, yes. Flood the drain room? Isn't that the door I just now came to? Will I be drowning my dog if I do the... What are you? Hi! Ah! Now what? Hi, it's you again. Now what? Run. I'm through? No, I can't go through there. What do I do? What do I do? Use. It's too late for that. It's too late for that? You led me to believe just now that my dog was on the other side of that door. That's what it seemed like. Too late for that. I can't go through the hole, though. Am I just screwed? Have I screwed myself? Seriously, though, what do you want me to do? Fight? I believe we already well established that this does not work. Game over. Okay, so I had to do that quickly. So am I gonna have to play through the dog segment again? Because that's actually really, really annoying. See, the thing is, yes, pulling that lever was the obvious thing. But, oh no, I don't have to do that again. It's just open now. Use. But what will it do now? It won't work. It's blocked. Flooding the drain room was the obvious thing. But because I know that my actions have consequences, it makes me doubt every little choice. But I guess there is actually a secret autosave going on in the background, which means this will probably open now, yes. Well, whatever this is, it's the last thing. No doggo in sight. Or sound, as the case happens to be. That means I have no guidance for how to proceed through these tunnels. Hello, you. You're a thing, but I think there's something else further back as well. You're not the only thing here. Spooky Stories for Kids, Volume 3. Once there lived a great old beast in a great old wood. The great old beast would attack the town and carry young children away. It screamed and howled from inside the woods each night and every day. So one night, the townsfolk hatched a plan to slay the beast once and for all. They snuck up close while it slept under a tree, and then they made it fall. It growled and hissed, not moving an inch since the fallen tree held it down. The warriors fought and stabbed the old beast to finally save the town. But the stories go that if you visit the woods, that under a great fallen oak, the great old beast isn't dead at all. He just still hasn't woke.
I'm your identity. I'm your crutch.
You're making this so easy.
To me like a parasite.
Bloop. You make it so easy. Let me guess, you're coming from this way, right? You're gonna make me juke you with the table? Use that little divot to get around you? Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, there you are. Hi. Question is, what do you want me to do? Those doors are closed. Is there maybe something I can do in here? I just gotta look around for either a way out or something I can do with you. That door is closed now as well. Yep, come on. This way. Right this way. Yep. So, once it gets you in a straight line, it can move very fast. But if you keep taking these corners, it has to turn itself. It takes a while for it to orient itself. And away we go. Nope, this is just where we came from. Did I? Nope. Okay, that didn't do what I hoped it might. Maybe that door just closes after a moment. I was kind of hoping to come back and find you had been crushed under the door. I thought maybe that's where it was leading me. Yep, you're closed again. What do I do? I should have taken more time to thoroughly explore this area before I destroyed that stomach. There's a sentence that only makes sense in this particular context. Also, I was talking at the time, so I didn't get to acknowledge it, but, like, I really hope you guys appreciate that epic juke I just did. It was totally an accident, but I still deserve credit for it. Now we're right back where we were before. What do I do? Alright, come on. Right through here. Right through here. I'm gonna get to do my table juke after all. Yeah, out of my way. Thank you. Oh, there's nothing here. But that's daylight! For the first time in this entire game, I just looked up and saw daylight. Alright, what do I do? What do I do? It's gonna have something to do with that door, I know it. It's got to. At this point, it's got to. It said this thing fell on it. This thing fell, and the warriors set on it. So maybe I have to attack it. Well, maybe it will end up under the door, and I have to attack it while it's underneath. Let's try that. Come on, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, right this way, right this way. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And that's how it's done. However, it also very strongly advised me not to go back near it. Hello? Am I supposed to kill you, or...? That's kind of a pitiable little thing. Oh, the trail. What am I actually meant to do with you? I feel like killing you is the obvious thing, but is that really the right choice? See, when you give me that knowledge that there's going to be many endings, it really makes me just doubt every decision, every action. Because remember, this isn't a game that only has decisions through press X or press Y. It also makes you decide things through gameplay. So I'm going to leave you. Because surely this door is opened up for a reason, right? And I'm going to head back and save. Oh, and there's something else here now. More ammo. Well, thanks. That might just be something that I missed before. You're facing the other way now. Pull item out. Yes, child's skull picked up. Child's skull, what do I do with that? I still have that left eye. But no, there's no child's skull in my inventory. I notice on the map, this is just like an endless tunnel that stretches off the side of the map. Yes, this is different now. And once again, I'm reminded of the entrance to the prison in Silent Hill 2. Yep, I'm definitely feeling the Silent Hill inspiration now. We are both physically and metaphorically descending. No dog. And I don't have a map of this area. I can climb into that tunnel. Dog? Dog! I swear if it's the mimic again. Dog, where are you? I don't like that I don't hear it anymore. Bug? Bug, are you gonna show me where my dog is? Something's very, very loud. Hello, other eye? Look. What does that mean, look? Look, what does that mean? And I have to point out the fact that it's in another one of those doll heads like the one we found in the lab. What does look mean? Maybe? No? What am I supposed to be doing? What are you? I really didn't like the sound of that squeal when it died. It sounded a little bit dog-like. Where am I even supposed to be going? Now, it's curious to note, even in the beginning, there's been themes of bugs. We were going through that first area where we actually saw other creatures, and there were all these cages with bugs in them. And then later they were brought up again in the hotel tape to go along with images of decay. a lot of shotgun ammo and a lot of Ruger ammo. It's preparing me for something. It's preparing me for a final showdown. Okay, now here should be a save room. Yep. There's you one more time. Save. And I think we're about to be done here. Let's go. Now, do you count as ghosts? I can't even tell. You guys took kind of a lot to bring down, so I'm wondering if maybe not. We'll try the Ruger on you next. There's you, all locked behind a cage, but I'm sure you'll be out and chasing me through these halls soon enough. Now, the story did warn me that you weren't dead. Question mark? Did you lock the door? Oh, that's not good. Hello? Come on, come get me. Come on, don't be scared. There you go. Gotta go for headshots. Now, headshots seem effective against you, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. I feel like it initially gave me a lot more ammo than this. Did you lock the door? No. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You're creating so much anxiety there because I don't know what that means, and it sounds very, 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 very important. There's so much to do back here. There's... Oh, it's just fans. I thought there was something moving around down there. There's so much to do here, but I don't know what I actually have to do or in what order I have to do it in. Should I go into here? What did that do for me? Okay, trying to go through just spawns you guys there. No, I didn't lock the door. What does that mean? What scares me the most about that isn't that I might die if I do the wrong thing. What scares me the most about that is getting a less than ideal ending. Hey there. This is not sustainable. I should probably start saving some shotgun ammo. Wait. Yeah, I don't need the shotgun for you. Now, am I losing health there? No, I'm not. I wasn't losing any health. I'm not entirely sure what you guys do. We're descending into the fog now. What's about? What is there for us to do? What are these things? These look like something that I don't want to get too close to. Nor do I want to try my luck with attacking. Hopefully I'll never know what that room was about. There's holes in the ground. Graves. Come at me. Come at me. Oh, you're walking on all fours. There's a couple of you. But you seem to be glitching out, so I'm good with that. Just like that guy on the science lab. Oh, here you come. Yep, 3 headshots will sort you guys right out. The text is illegible. It lay upon the branches. Dangling there is a sick reminder of what I rejected. It lay upon the branches, dangling there as a sick reminder of what I rejected. The smug dead face stares at me, almost grinning it seems, like it's happy to be without me inhabiting it. I wish I knew what that meant. Or maybe I don't. I've actually been using a lot of ammo. Okay, I think that one damaged me. They seem to... Their head explosion seems to be like an area of effect attacks, so they're actually not that difficult. Provided they stay the way they are. It especially seems to have trouble if I can manage to keep them just around a corner. Now what? Stop. Don't need you guys doing what you're doing, and look at that. Despite all the ammo it gave us, we have less than before. Now, I don't have a map of this area, so I have no way of knowing if I'm progressing correctly or if I'm even doing the right thing. I'm so low on ammo. This segment might actually make me run out. But now, I have to go forward. Excuse me, I have not yet found my dog. Climb ladder. Oh, hello! Hey, doggy! Doggy! Hello, you're safe! Oh, it's not gonna let me keep this happy moment. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you with your tongue hanging out. Oh, look at you. Well, it's fading to white. Fading to white is historically better than fading to black. You escape the confines of the sewer and reunite with your dog. I got it! You feel that your experience has changed who you are, and that the barriers of life that once restricted and intimidated you have now fallen away. You've been to hell and back, confronted your fears, and gotten stronger. I guess that's the good ending. That's got to be like the golden ending, right? Now the question is, I wonder what I could have done to not get this ending. I wonder what all I could have done to screw that up. What a fantastic experience. What an absolutely deep and fantastic experience. Backup dogs, Roxy and Angie. Now, look, this game, it had a few good scares, right? It had a few. But what I'm more interested in is the way it addressed the issues that it was taking on, and the way it did it through its gameplay. This is the kind of game that should have multiple endings, not the kind of thing that just encourages you to play the game twice in order to pad out its runtime to make people feel like they got their money's worth. But it does it in a way where the endings actually have meaning, because it's a reflection of what the player themselves learned going through it, and how they view themselves in the context of everything that's happening. This was such a masterful use of the medium of gaming, and of utilizing player choice and player action in making the most of how those themes are communicated. I'm recording this next bit about a week later after I finished editing, Because although I did do my usual thing where I talk over the end credits about what I liked about it, I feel like I didn't really do it justice. I know for a lot of the video I kind of stammered through my analyses because I was more focused on getting through it and finishing the series. So I spent much of the series kind of speculating on where this is leading, what's really going on, and I think I was kind of misguided in that because by the end of it, I kind of got the impression that it's not a cry of fear situation. That's not what those therapy session transcripts are meant to tell us. I think those are only there basically to inform us that the player character has these issues about themselves, so that we kind of understand their mindset going into all of this and why this affects them so personally. Or in other words, why this serves as a personal journey for the player character, as well as possibly for the player themselves. I feel like in choosing that avenue for framing the story, it's actually able to explore a lot of themes that a lot of games haven't done. So, for example, things like depression and guilt are things that have been done by a lot of games before, such as Cry of Fear and Silent Hill 2. This one was more into the realm of problems relating to perception. So, much of the first half of the game was about body dysmorphia and eating disorders and basically perception of self. I kind of got hung up on that. I didn't really analyze a whole lot of it going forward beyond that. I kind of just took that as what the game is about, but there's actually more going on there. I've had a little bit of a chance to read up on this more since I played it, and I was informed that basically the Mine segment, where we encountered the Mimic impersonating your dog, that was more about trust issues and I guess anxieties about other people. I haven't had a chance to read anybody else's take on this, but I feel like in the fourth tape, Hotel, I don't know, I haven't read any other interpretations of this, so maybe I'm way off the mark. I kind of felt like that was maybe meant to represent anxieties related to aging. I don't know, that may be kind of a shallow interpretation, but, everywhere you go, like, you just can't seem to get comfortable, and it's like you can't find a good place to sleep, but after a while you realize, like, I'm the problem. Like, I am just... my body is just uncomfortable. My body is rotting. The hotel does actually feel kind of more comfortable than spooky with its jazzy soundtrack that plays in the background, but I don't know, it feels kind of like an end-of-the-road type of thing. Like, this is the place where tired souls come to sleep at the end of their life or something. I mean, that part of the feeling was mostly... that's very subjective, because that was largely conveyed to me through the soundtrack and just kind of the way it made me feel. And while we're on that topic, the soundtrack, I can't believe I didn't talk more about that during the actual gameplay. So some of the tracks kind of reminded me of, like, of Spooky's House of Jump Scares, or even Undertale in their simplicity. Like, they're meant to be, like, kind of deceptively cute, while others are actually very nice and sort of comfortable, but give a lonely vibe that I think really do a great job of representing what the player character feels like, maybe not even in the moment, but just in their day-to-day life. Those tracks I found tended to play more in the quiet moments and the restful moments between enemy encounters and puzzles, and in that way, I think they really mesh with the themes that it's going for, in kind of playing in those moments where you're meant to reflect on what's going on. Also, a lot of the tracks are hardly even music. Some of it is just kind of unpleasant sounds, like metal grinding on metal. And even that serves the purpose, because, the player character, I believe, is meant to be claustrophobic on top of everything else. A lot of the game is spent just crawling through pipes, or having to maneuver in tight corridors where enemies could be coming from around any blind corner. And I think those tracks really help to sell the feeling that I just want to get out of here. Like, a lot of these tracks are like nails on chalkboard, and with the way the game does its directional audio, I mean, this is a game that I can't imagine experiencing without headphones. It just grates on you in such a way where you always feel kind of an urge, a rush to get out of wherever you are, if only to make the noises stop. And they do a really good job in that way of kind of amplifying the anxiety that's inherent to the situation. On reflection, it's actually not unlike Silent Hill 2 in that way, which is a game that I mentioned many times in the series it's clearly inspired by, or at least takes inspiration from. Speaking of reflection, I kind of yammered through this several times and never really got where I was going, especially in this last part. That branching hallway segment from part 2. I mean, that really was the standout moment for me, of just everything that works so well in this game coming together. You can choose the right path, which is almost this Barbie doll image, but it's difficult. You'll be greeted with all these enemies, and it's just unsustainable. You're going to run out of ammo, and eventually you're going to be overwhelmed by the enemies. Meanwhile, there's on the left, you have that image that is so difficult to look at that you probably can't stand the sight of, but there's no enemies that way. Sometimes it even rewards you with ammo. And you have to keep choosing that path. Now, as you do so, the image on the right degrades. The image on the left kind of resolves more into a photograph. And once you allow yourself to start taking that left path, the image resolves more into something that's not so nightmarish, but something that's maybe not what you wanted, but is at least sustainable and certainly isn't as bad as you at first thought. Which is just such an excellent way to use gameplay to communicate fears and anxieties relating to body image. Which is really what this game is about, is self-perception and distortion of that perception. Lastly, something this game does an excellent job of is establishing player motivation. That is, we know why the player character does what they do, but why should the player care? How do you make the player engage with the player character and actually become that character? Throughout the game, you're trying to do two very simple things: find your dog and find a way out. Now, through its gameplay, it kind of allows you to decide which of those two things you find more important, but I've already talked a little bit about how you make choices through gameplay. I'm talking about how it makes you empathize with the main character. So look at the intro to the game. It's the first and kind of the only calm moment until the end. You're walking your dog, and then you get separated and have to climb down into the sewer after it. In that way, I feel like I kind of came to associate the dog with safety and comfort and companionship, and it always kind of dangled that just in front of me. But, at the same time, it also constantly presented temptations to just escape for myself. Towards the end, I had that option to take the ladder up and leave the dog behind. It showed that ladder to the surface, but as you're walking towards it, that's when you hear your dog bark and whimper in the tunnel behind you, and you realize basically, if I want to come out of here intact as a person, I have to go back. And go back down into the nightmare and decide that this is something more important than just myself. Even having already conquered the second goal, which is to get over my own problems and get myself out. It also helps you empathize with the character through the whistling mechanic. It wasn't just something to help you navigate the tunnels at the start of the game. You could whistle at any time, and for that reason, I kind of felt like it was always at the back of my mind. Yes, I know I'm supposed to be doing something right now, but this whole time, I also have to look for my dog. Now, why is all this important? Because it makes those emotional moments land so much more. It dangles this carrot in front of you, and in the end, because we got that good ending, because we did everything that we needed to do, and kind of learned what we were supposed to learn from the experience, we were rewarded, and it finally gave us the carrot in the end. And it just, after so long, it feels so good to get that carrot. I really enjoyed that, and thank you so much, those of you who recommended it to me, because I never would have heard of this game otherwise. I might do more parts, because there are a lot of extras, such as Midnight Mode and other things, but this is the conclusion of the series proper. If you're still here, thanks for bearing with me through all the delays and problems that this series has had. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.